Well, hello, ladies and gentlemen. How are you doing?
Hello. What it do?
Time to get with this this evening's episode of the 2222 mini readings. I don't think we will. Well, we have yet to actually start at 8 o'clock on the dot.
Yeah.
There's something always that drags us behind. And we're both Virgo moons. Come on now, we like to be on time, but
Yeah, but there's kids now, so
yeah, there's kids.
they take over everything.
Like two very, very, very high vibrational kids. So.
Yes.
Anyway.
Carolyn B, don't make me laugh this time. Last time she had me cracking up.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, could not hide it.
Okay, so anywho.
Better not make me laugh this time.
The way this works is you send a payment to my PayPal of $22.22, okay? My PayPal is paypal.me/RichmondL1111, as indicated in the title. That is a web address, not a username. Type a question in the notes section of the payment. When we go live twice a week, every Wednesday and every Sunday, 8 o'clock, okay?
And if you miss the video, it will be timestamped in the comments.
Yes. She writes the times down as we go, so you don't have to sit and watch through the entire live. It will be time-stamped in the comment section. You're reading, okay? If you wish to remain anonymous or be referred to as an alias, please indicate that in the notes section first thing, okay? If there is no question in the notes, we will refund it to you. You are more than welcome to resubmit a payment with a question in the notes section. Did I get all the babbling down?
Yeah.
We're good to go?
Is that what's so cold is outside?
Probably actually. You want me to shut that?
I have the air on, so I don't know if it's the air or if it's the window.
Probably the window.
We burned sage, so we have to like open the window. Our smoke detector is so finicky. It gives us a warning. Like every time we cook something
Yeah.
in the oven or anything, it's super sensitive, and we get one beep,
Yeah.
and then it stops, and then we like wait, and we're like, is it gonna go off again, or I don't know. But it's super finicky.
Nothing even burning. That's the thing.
Oh, and then this one time, I'm not blabbing, sorry, but like this one time in our bedroom, we had those candles. We just had like 2 candles burning, and the smoke detector went off. And we could not figure out why it was going off, and then we figured it out. It was from the candles. So
Annoying stuffings. We already got a payment that rolled in, but we are going to go ahead and get to the pre-orders first. I should add that. If you pre-order between live sessions, whoever orders first, they get read in order of which they come in. Okay, so I think that was all the babbling.
Yeah.
I'm ready to start whenever you are, baby.
okay, first person who did pre-order was D, and it says, what is going on with my love connection with the Gemini masculine, Taurus masculine? I am feminine Aquarius.
Okay. Gemini and Taurus. Well, let's pull one spread for the Gemini. Ooh, man, they're rolling in.
I do like that background now that I see
Yeah,
it.
it's
It's
nice
kind
looking.
of purpley.
One for the Gemini. Bam! The 10 of Wands in the reverse. Let's get 5 shuffles. 1, 2, 3. 2 more. Feeling like with the Gemini, there is something about this connection that's a burden that they don't want. Okay, the Death card. Ooh, I don't know if it's already come to an end or not, but it's gonna if it hasn't yet. Okay, I feel like this person's probably dealing with some things that don't even have anything to do with you. Okay, because they have some unfinished business, and that happens a lot. Know it or not, there's another one that came in, baby. Know it or not, or believe it or not, that happens an awful lot, and you don't even know about it. You have no idea that what is affecting your connection has nothing to do with you. It has to do with them projecting their past into the future. And I think a lot of that is happening right now. And either way, I feel like this connection makes this person very, very nervous. This person is a very anxious individual and probably Not really trustworthy with the Magician in the reverse and the Heart of the Spread here. Yeah, I really think that this, if it hasn't already, it's a done dollar. It's a done dollar between the two of you. Okay? So, yeah, that's what's going on with the connection with the Gemini. Again, I'm feeling like there is a lot about that connection that it's a burden that they don't want. Okay? So, let's go ahead and see the Taurus. The Taurus individual. Five of Swords in the reverse. Okay, 5 shuffles. 1, 2, 3. 2 more. Is there some kind of something about you or your life or maybe some of the people in it? I don't know. The 5 of Swords reverse, very similar. I'm feeling like that this person perceives a battle that they don't want to fight. Okay, very similar to the Gemini. This is a burden that they don't want to take on, and the Taurus views this as a battle they don't want to fight. So what's that all about? I really don't know, but it kind of feels to me like both people are perceiving this situation very similarly. Whatever that means, I really honestly don't know. Okay, but I do feel like there's a lot of unspoken things between the two of you. Okay. But I do think that there are some things that need to be addressed, and they're going to be addressed, and it's going to cause conflict between the two of you. Okay, somebody has a bad attitude about this situation here. There's that 9 of Swords again for them too, and the 9 of Cups. So I feel like this Taurus individual has a very, very strong sense of independence and would either prefer to be single or just prefer to at least have a sense of independence about them that for whatever reason feels a little bit, I don't know if that sense of independence feels threatened or what it is, but I'm feeling like that the connection is very, very rocky with both individuals, and for whatever reason both people feel like, whatever this means, that there's a burden or a battle that they don't want to fight. So it doesn't really look like there's a whole lot of growth happening between either of you, between any of you. Okay, so I hope that gave you the guidance that you needed there on that. So on to the next one.
The next person, I'm going to try and say their name, but I'm probably going to fail. It's Saba, and it says, want to know about a hard connection with someone. Date of birth, May 28th, 1979. I'm sorry if I didn't say your name right.
Yeah. I don't know about a hard connection with someone. By the way, this is the first time this brand new Gilded Tarot deck, Gilded Tarot Royale, or Royal, or however you pronounce that, is being used.
I like Royale. It sounds a little bit close.
Well, it's R-O-Y-A-L-E, so Royale, I think, is what it is.
Oh.
Instead of Royal, R-O-Y-A-L, it's R-O-Y-A-L-E, Royale. So,
Royale.
Woo.
Like Yale.
Yeah.
Royale.
Royale. All right, Queen of Swords and the Justice card. So, this person right here, I really think has, whoever you're dealing with, could be a Libra. If it's not a Libra, doesn't matter. The energy that's influencing the connection that you all have is very, very emotionally detached and closed off with that Queen of Swords. So I feel like this person right here with the Justice and the Queen of Swords is doing very, very good at making decisions based on logic and reason and not emotion. I don't really think this person has a whole lot of emotion, okay? I don't think they're allowing any emotional bias to get in the way of whatever decision that they either are making or have made. Okay, so let's get 6 shuffles here. 1, 2, 3, 3 more. Yeah, I'm also feeling too like one, the other, or both of you, probably you, to be 100% honest with you, has put this connection on a higher spot of the priority list than it needs to be. Okay? As hard as I feel like you're probably trying to rebuild this tower here, either trying to rebuild it or don't want it to fall and collapse, I feel like it's kind of inevitable. All that's really happening is disappointment being put off. I feel like you're going to end up disappointed here if you aren't already, which I would imagine that you probably are. But yeah, I don't really think that anything new is going to, either if this is a situation you're not currently involved in, I don't really see it, the plane getting up off the ground. But Four of Wands is the overall energy. Let me pull you another spread here. Queen of Swords in the reverse. Yeah, this person's kind of pissed off at you, I think.
This computer's so slow.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Again, I feel like as difficult as this is to move on from whatever this is, if it's not already over, I think it's going to be. Okay. Somebody is going to make a final decision to end this right here. If it's not them, I don't know who it is. Okay. But there is a lesson that needs to be learned in this right here. Okay, something definitely needs to be, there's a spotlight being shined on something in you that needs healing, okay? So that's your number one priority with the Four of Swords in the heart of the spread here, is going inside and seeing, what did this connection teach me about me? Not about them. That's the first thing we want to do. I mean, I get it. I'm not saying that makes you a bad person. Okay, but every time we always think, what did I learn? The first thing we do is point the finger. Well, I learned that people like you are assholes. And I learned that those kind of people I don't need to stay away from. And then out here is what we always point the finger at. Okay, once you get that out of your system, your number one priority is say, what did I learn about me? Because that's what this connection, that's why it's so hard. That's why it's so hard, because it's shining a light on something inside of you that needs healing. And now it's your job to figure out what that is. Okay? So, I think it's over between the two of you. If it's already over, it's not going to fix itself. If it's not over yet, it will be. Okay? So, now on to the next one.
Next is for SRT.
SRT!
Says, hi, Rich and Leah. It's SRT again. Had a huge fight with Leo man and he blocked me. Wait, this is the one with the gold digger dude, right?
I don't remember details. I just remember
It
SRT.
says, okay, had a huge fight with Leo man and he blocked me. I emailed him and said I was done and cutting him off financially.
Oh.
I even blocked his use of my credit card.
Ooh.
Of course, he didn't respond. I'd like to know if he took this seriously or if he's going to try to fix things yet again. Oh, duh. You're his ATM.
Let me just...
I'm not done. I can't take this crap anymore. I'd love to know what the cards see happening. Thank you for all the great readings and videos you do. Well, we shouldn't call you SRT. We should just call you ATM because obviously that's what you are to this thing.
Let me give you a little piece of thought candy to ponder. Okay, I had a client a couple of weeks ago, and part of their scenario consisted something to the effect of, I'm not going to name any names or name any specific details, but something to the effect of, this person keeps coming back and I know damn well that they haven't changed. And my response was simply this: The fact that they keep coming back shows that they haven't changed. The fact that you keep letting them come back shows that you haven't changed. So who needs to do the changing here?
Someone needs to change their ATM PIN number.
Just think about
that. You need to change, girl.
Just ponder that. Just ponder that for a little bit. The only thing we can change is ourselves. At the end of the day. And it doesn't mean that you're the one in the wrong. I'm not saying that at all. No. But at the end of the day, that's the only thing we can change is ourselves. Bam!
And that PIN number.
3 shuffles. There's 1, 2, and 3. And the PIN number. Shing-a-ling-a-bing-bang. Yes, this person does. Yep, yeah, he's definitely going to come back. 8 of Cups in the reverse. Give it a few weeks. Oh, yeah. Absolutely. But here's the thing. You're not interested. You're not interested. And with the star energy here, you already know everything there is to know about this person and about this situation. Okay, so to answer your question directly, is he going to try? Yes, he is. Okay, with the 8 of Cups in the reverse. I definitely see him making a return, making a comeback here.
Duh.
Yeah. And with the Knight of Fire in the reverse, okay, the Leo is, pew, definitely making a comeback. And he's going to do it with the quickness.
We don't like this guy. We don't like him. He's the guy with the big wiener, right?
With what? Oh, yeah.
That's what we said last time. I said he better have a big wiener. You're putting up with all this shit and giving away money.
Well.
We're going to have nicknames for these people eventually.
Okay.
Now we're invested now, okay? We need to know what's going to happen.
Boom! The Fool in the reverse, okay? Yeah, don't do it. Don't do it. Do not take a new leap of faith with this person unless you want to repeat the cycle. Okay, 5 shuffles. 1, 2.
What? Is that a bug?
3 more shuffles. No.
What was that? An ember? Earthquake?
Something jiggling on the table is driving me nuts.
It's probably you. You're always jiggling things.
I know, but something on the table is jiggling, and I can't figure out what's making the noise. Of course, the table shakes. It's a cheap little table.
Duty bean.
8 of Pentacles in the reverse. He's not going to do the work that he needs to make this actually work out. There's the King of Cups in the heart of the spread. It was the overall on the last one. Okay. And here is that Leo card right here. Yeah, he definitely still has some feelers for you. And he is definitely sitting around and waiting for the right opportunity to come back around. But again, this is very one-sided. This individual was very greedy and in it all for himself, okay? And there is no changing that. This is one of those types of situations in which the only way for this person to learn their lesson is to be cut off. Because every single time you keep letting this person come back, all that tells them is, ooh, I got away with that. Sweet.
Girl, when you come back, we better hear some changes going on, okay? Yeah. I'll be waiting. I'll be looking for that SRT, a.k.a. ATM, okay?
Goofball.
Okay. Hold on, let me get the next person. Next person, what time is that? 18.
It is 1852.
Next person is Kelly, and it says, when is love coming in? What do I need to know right now?
Okay, let's see. Let's see if it's coming in, and if not, we'll tell you why. Ooh, 7 of Swords. Uh-oh, that's not good. Let's get 5 shuffles. 1, 2, 3. 2 more. Feel like you have something headed your way that isn't very trustworthy. Okay? So for whatever reason, there's something about your frequency that's attracting somebody that you can't trust. And I think what it is you're focusing too hard. Yeah, devil energy. You're too obsessive over the wrong things. Okay? 2 of Cups in the reverse. I don't see you all sticking around for too terribly long, being together. I don't see it lasting 6 months. But I do think something is headed your way right now. But here's the thing. A lot of times we vibrate on a frequency that we don't mean to. The most honest people in the world can vibrate on the frequency of liars and not even realize it. The way they do that is they obsessively focus on not wanting to be around liars. And it's just the same thing that happens when you try to force yourself not to think about a green elephant, and you think about a green elephant. It's the same thing. That's what you're focused on, so that's what you're going to attract to you. So, yeah, I see something headed your way that's not really all that healthy, okay? It's not. Right now, I think that your number one priority, what you need to know right now, is that your relationship with yourself is first and foremost on your priority list. That is a universal law. I know you've heard that a million times. That's the formula for attracting true love, is to love yourself first, because that is the frequency of a relationship. How to be able to tell where you are vibrational, speaking from a vibrational standpoint in terms of relationships, is the relationship that you have with yourself. Okay? If you have a shitty relationship with yourself, you are going to manifest shitty relationships in your outside world. That's just the way it works. It's a universal law. We've heard it a million times, but nobody's really explained the science behind it. And it goes much more in depth than that, but quite frankly, we don't quite have the time. You just have to take my word for it. That's the real formula. Let's get 4 shuffles for your second spread. Here's 1, 2, 3, and 4. Four swords in the reverse. 3 of swords reverse. King of wands. Okay. 2 of cups. All right. Yep, you are definitely coming. Anytime here in the next 4 months, I see something headed your way. Okay, but right now, here's what you need to do. Here's what you need to do. This is what determines the quality of the relationship that is coming in and the timelines you're headed down. How much inner work you do with yourself. Okay, if you go around all day talking shit to yourself, saying, I don't want to be alone, I don't want to be with me, I can't be around myself, I don't want to be alone, I don't want to be by myself, then chances are that's going to manifest in your outside world. You are going to attract people into your life that make you feel lonely, that just straight up don't want to be around you, just like you don't want to be around yourself. That's the way it works. That's the real formula that nobody tells you about. That's why most people end up manifesting love by accident, because they just give up on it and say, fuck it, I'm going to go be alone by myself and I enjoy me. But yeah, that's what I'm seeing here. Okay, so if you take your focus and turn it away from a relationship with another person and on the relationship you have with yourself, by the time this does come in, which it is, anytime here in the next 6 months, okay, and how much inner work you do depends on how quick it comes in and the quality of it once it gets there. It could either be the best thing that ever happened to you or the worst thing that ever happened to you. It all depends on the relationship you have with yourself by the time it comes in, okay? So, I hope that helped you there. On to the next one.
The next person is Lee, and it says, what does the cards show for my love life?
All right. Ooh, 4 of cups. You feel like the type of love that you really want is out of your reach. Okay, there's a part of you that you don't even really feel like you're worthy for the type of love that you really, really, really want. And I got news for you. This is going to sound harsh, and I don't mean it to be harsh, okay? My heart sincerely goes out to you. But the universe doesn't give a fuck, okay? The universe only knows how to do one thing, and that is agree with you and mirror that right back to you. So if there's a part of you that honestly believes, man, that kind of love I want, I'm just not good enough for it, the universe is only going to say one thing. Yes, that's true. Yes, that's true, okay? So that's what I'm seeing here so far. And again, I know that sounds harsh, and I apologize. My heart goes out to you, okay? But that's the only way to reverse that, is to stop telling yourself that, okay? The universe has no choice but to keep sending you evidence that supports what you believe. And the only thing a belief is a thought that you think over and over and over until you wire it into your brain and it runs on autopilot like a computer program. And that is just as changeable as your underwear, if you're willing to put in the work. Okay, let's get 4 shuffles. Here's 1, 2.
like that shaking?
Yeah.
That's probably me.
3 and 4.
Like that? It's me shaking my foot or something and then hitting
No, it's
you
the lights
then...
against the wall back there is what it is. All right, 6 of Cups. You're hung up on the past overall, and the most infamous energy that influences us all here in the tarot community. Okay, the 9 of Cups in the reverse. You are emotionally codependent. Okay, and that does not make you a bad person. Okay, I will never forget the day that I had to admit to myself I'm emotionally codependent. Never forget that day. And you know, it felt like I was swallowing a bowling ball, the ego pill that I had to swallow. But it was true, I was. I felt so empty and alone, and I thought that I needed another person to fix that for me. And the harder I tried to make it happen, the harder I kept getting slapped in the face. Okay, and that's what I'm seeing here is what you're dealing with. That's what you're currently going through. Whether the situation that you are currently inquiring about is something that you have moved away from or something that you're currently involved in, you will finally be able to move on from this. I'm saying if I had to put a timeline on it, I would say 2, 4, 5 months, okay? Because right now, 9 of Cups reversed, 8 of Cups reversed, all right? You're still having a difficult time moving on from the 6 of Cups, something that happened in the past, a past person. Again, somebody you're involved with or not, but I think you're finally going to find the strength to be able to allow yourself to transition on from this, hopefully, and learn the lesson. And the lesson is another person cannot fulfill you. Another person can only assist you. Another person can only assist you. And oh yes, another person can definitely assist you. I'm not saying that whenever you find your person that they don't make you happy, that they don't help you emotionally, they don't support you emotionally. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that a lot of us don't know where that line is drawn in the sand between emotional codependence and emotional support and assistance. You know? And hey, I totally get it. No shade thrown. I remember exactly what that was like. You know? Bam, the Hermit card. It's now time, if you haven't already, to start doing some inner work and isolating in a positive way and actually enjoying and finding the good things about being alone and being by yourself. Let's get 5 shovels. Here's 1, 2, 3, 2 more. Ooh, the King of Swords. There's that 9 of Cups reversed again. This is pretty much repeating the same thing. I'm having a difficult time figuring out whether or not you are inquiring about a situation that you are in or something that you have moved on from. Whatever it is, it's unresolved inside of you. And I feel like you will be moving on from this before 6 months is over. You will be moving forward from this, okay? Relinquishing control. This is... I feel a certain way in here, and I'm going to try to force things out here to happen in a certain way because I think that if things happen out here a certain way, that'll make me feel a certain way in here. Again, does not make you a bad person. That is the most common illusion that we fall for as humans, and it's very fucking believable. So that doesn't make you a bad person. However, in this day and age, it is time for us to expand our consciousness and move beyond that. Okay? So, hopefully... I think you're well on your way. I think you're well on your way. And the closer you get to that, the closer you are to actually manifesting your person, okay? So anywho, on to the next one.
Next person is Carmen, and it says, who is coming towards me now? I do have my past soulmate, who's a Pisces and a Earth sign. I have met astrally, Queen of Water. Right? Did I say that right?
Mm-hmm, yeah.
I don't know what that means.
That means in the astral realm.
Oh.
Basically not here in 3rd density or 4th density. We're in 4th density now, by the way. The very, very lowest levels of it. But either way, not in the physical, on a different realm. And a lot of times, Things in the astral realm stay on the astral realm. So
she said, oh wait, I don't know. Oh, she said she's a medium.
Okay. Bam, 7 of Wands. All right, 7 shuffles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Well, boom, the world in the reverse. That's no good. I mean, it can be, I guess. But yeah, I do feel like that past individual that you are referring to is the heaviest energy weighing on you right now. With the 6 of Swords in the reverse and the world in the reverse. As far as anything headed your way, I'm not really seeing a whole lot of action right now with the 2 of Wands and the Hangman. Okay? I kind of feel like right now, until this energy gets resolved, nothing that is worthwhile is going to make its way into your, whatever you want to call that, your bubble, your, your existence, whatever that may be to you. Not saying that things may not make it in there. They very well may, but they definitely won't be of anything that you're interested in with the Queen of Wands in the reverse and the Queen of Swords in the reverse, okay? Right now, the Death card is in the heart of the spread. You are still in a transitionary period, very slow, gradual transitionary period, moving on from past situations that are unresolved, that are very unresolved, okay? So, let's see if I can see anything else. Ooh, there's that Wheel of Fortune, okay? It just showed its face. We'll see if it comes back out in the reading. But seeing if anything is headed your way. Is anything coming towards you or coming into your existence? Right now, it would probably behoove you not to allow anything in. Even if it does come your way because of this, whatever this unresolved connection is that you're dealing with. Bam, there's that Queen of Cups. Yeah, let's see. 3 shuffles. 1, 2, and 3. Eight of Swords. Ooh, you would rather not address it. But here's that 6 of Swords reversed again. Seeing you're having a hard time addressing this. There's something that came to an end in the past that I don't know if it's consciously or unconsciously. Hopefully it's consciously. But it doesn't mean it's impossible to tackle if it's subconsciously. It's just some more inner work that needs to be done right here. But again, what I'm seeing here is that 3 of Wands this time, which it was the 2 of Wands and the Hangman last time. Second spread, 3 of Wands, same thing. I'm not seeing anything pushing its way into your existence. Not in the next 6 months. Unless you make something happen. And right now, with the 6 of Swords reversed yet again, and the Tower in the reverse, and more importantly, the 8 of Swords, I think it would behoove you not to allow anything in. Because there are some very unresolved issues that unless you resolve them, you know what that does, that sticks you slap on that damn karmic wheel, and you will be right back in the next life trying it again. Okay? And again, and again, and again, and again, and again, and yeah. I think definitely resolving and coming to terms with whatever happened in the past is probably on a higher spot of the priority list than anybody else coming in. And that's just what the cards are telling me, okay? So I hope that helped you. Probably wasn't the answer you was looking for, and I apologize, but that's what came through. So I got to read it as it lies on the table. All right?
Next is Sally. And it says, is my relationship going to be all right?
Okay.
Every time I hear that name, I think of what we say with the girls.
Yeah. So, Sally, And I'm from Cali, and I live in the valley. Ooh, the devil just showed his face. We'll see if it comes back out in the reading. Are you a Capricorn or dealing with one? If not, it looks like there's some unhealthy things happening here in this situation. And I think that kind of goes without saying. That's why we're paying money to gain clarity on it. Because there's probably some things that aren't so cool about it, right? And I haven't even been helping you with the times. I'm sorry, baby.
I know. That's okay.
I can't see any better than you. Your glasses work on me, remember?
I don't even know where my glasses are. Like, where did those things even go?
When are we going to go get glasses? I need them.
Well, not like anything is open. We were supposed to see the Sam's Club accepts our insurance. But yeah.
Knight of Cups. Okay. I don't know how I feel about that just yet. Let's get 5 shuffles. 1, 2, 3. 2 more. Queen of Cups. The Lovers. The World card. 5 of Wands in the reverse. The Emperor. The Wheel of Fortune in the heart of the spread. This is positive. This one looks good, dude. 10 of Swords reversed. 10 of Wands reversed. 7 of Cups reversed and the Judgment reversed. This looks very, very positive. Thank you. Finally, I'm so glad I could read something positive. You all don't know how bad I really don't like reading negative readings. I really don't. Okay? This looks very, very positive. I would have to say that, yes, it does look like it is going to be just fine. Whatever conflicts are happening in the relationship that you are in will subside. Okay? Whatever burdens that you all are carrying in your relationship will, within 6 months, all of that will be over. Okay? 5 of Wands, 10 of Wands, 10 of Swords. All 3 in the reverse. Okay? Beautiful. Beautiful. I love it. I love it. Okay? The Emperor, the Wheel of Fortune upright. Lover's card, dude. Hey, man. Are you dealing with your twin flame by chance? I digs it. Sweet. I'm glad that was a positive reading. Let me go ahead and just throw you a few more cards out as a little bit of advice.
Twin flames aren't everything, though, right?
I mean, it's not that they aren't everything. It's just that a lot of people confuse what a twin flame connection is actually meant for. There are lots of twin flames out there who never even get involved romantically. Okay? You absolutely can. It's just a very, very intense connection that penetrates deeper than any human romance. That, and most people who are dealing with a real twin flame connection know that it's like, damn! It's like deep, deep, intense shit.
She says, yes, I'm dealing with twins.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, it does get pretty intense.
Yeah, it does. Don't it?
Yes.
Very intense. Bam! The 10 of Wands in the reverse again. Okay? Now, this, especially now, okay? A lot of twins have been coming together here very, very recently. And now's the time. Now's the reason why, okay? Because basically the point behind the connection is simply this. Whether you are involved romantically or not with your twin. The reason for the connection is this, okay? One human can only vibrate at a certain spectrum before it gets capped off. The connection, once 2 twins come together, it pops that cap off, okay? And a lot of old inner demons that are buried inside, okay, have to come to the surface. A lot of old repressed shit that's been buried for years and years and years and years and years has to come to the surface, okay? Because most twins right now are assisting in the shift, whether they realize it or not. And that connection comes together and triggers and sparks that cap to pop off so that each individual can vibrate up to the next. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? That's what it's actually meant for. And yes, I do think that your relationship is going to be just fine, okay? 10 of Wands reversed again. 3 of Swords in the reverse. Okay. Any heartbreak, any burdens that you may have experienced will alleviate. Okay. Knight of Wands. And the Fool in the reverse. Don't take any arbitrary leaps of doubt. Okay? Basically, I think that it is time to take off like a bat out of hell and make sure that faith is guiding you. If you don't have faith, don't leap. But yes, I do think that your relationship is going to be just fine, okay? But that still requires work and effort to be put in on both sides. Twin flame, no twin flame. Successful relationship or not, it requires work and effort. So many successful relationships fall because two people, we wish that a relationship would be like, now I don't have to do anything. I don't have to fix me. I don't have to do any of my own emotional work. No, that's a never-ending process. It's a lifestyle. So just keep that in mind, and yes, it'll be just fine, okay? Anywho.
Okay, this one, what time is it? 40, okay. Ooh, that might be a good look. This one's for Lee again. She says, I also would like to know if Jamie has been thinking about me at all. I found out I was in a third party thing, like you said, and he told the other woman he was just using me for money. Was he really? What does the spread say about that?
Damn, dog. And I said that?
Not this time, but
I know, but she said like you said. So I had a spread that said it was a third party?
Yes.
Damn, that sucks. Well,
probably last time, yeah.
If he said that, good Lord Almighty. Like, whether it's true or not, man, fuck, who cares? Fuck you, dude. All right, 7 of Pentacles in the reverse. Let's get 7 shuffled. 1.
Yeah, where's that block button?
2.
Again, another ATM man. What are all these ATM men? Okay. No. Ladies. This is backwards. We don't even know ATM men. Are you kidding me? It's 2020. These men, they think they're gonna see ATM. Like, oh, that's a nice ATM over there. Oh, that's a nice ATM over there. We are not ATMs.
Yeah, the dude using the girl as an ATM? What the hell, man?
Wow.
Boom! 7 of Cups in the reverse. Okay. Yeah, I do think that this person probably isn't just a third party, to be 100% honest with you. It's probably like a multiple different party.
That's gross. STDs.
Okay. Multiple different. I think this person right here probably dates around with anybody that they can get something out of. And yes, I do feel like this person is very, very financially. King of Pentacles reverse, Knight of Pentacles. Probably, yeah, is a bum. Definitely. 8 of Cups in the reverse. I do think this person is going to try to make a comeback, though. I do think that before a 4-month time period is over, this person is going to make a comeback. If it hasn't already ended. But between the two of you, it is a done dollar. It's a done dollar.
He's on to his next ATM.
Is who?
He said he's on to his next ATM.
Oh, yeah.
What a douche.
Well, I'm really looking for the 9 of Pentacles in the reverse. Right, what a douche. What the hell, man. Just using you for money.
Hopefully he gets like an STD or something.
Well, let's see.
We got a couple more people.
Oh, do we?
Yeah.
Zoom, zoom, zoom. Bam, the Devil card. Yeah, man, that's a very toxic situation. If this is something you're not currently involved in, you dodged a bullet. Okay, you don't want. This is who you're dealing with. Take a good look at that person. That's who you're dealing with. Okay. Let's get 5 shuffles. 1.
Mary ordered a reading? What? Mary? I didn't even know you were still alive.
She used to all the time back in the day.
Really?
Yeah.
That was life before Leah.
Life before Leah.
What a sad life.
It was. I ain't gonna lie. It was. Star card. You know everything there is to know about this situation. You are dealing with a very, very toxic, manipulative individual with the Magician in the reverse and the Devil card. 2 of Wands, 3 of Wands, both in the reverse. Yes, I do think that this person is very money-minded in general. okay, in general. But I don't think his game is going to last very long, if it's any consolation. Again, I do think that he is going to make a comeback and try to come out of conflict with you before 4 months is over, as it rests in this moment, unless you do anything to change timelines, which you can do at any moment, and I advocate it. Before 4 months is over, he is going to try to come back around and start a new cycle with you, and hopefully, as it rests in this moment, you are turning and walking away. You're making a very final decision. And at that point, he's going to realize that I don't think he has any other options left. Okay, he's burning his bridges. Hopefully, he wakes up and sees the light, because this year looks like he's going to have universe's foot up his butt. So, hey, it happens, man. It happens. Hopefully, he comes out of this a better person after he learns his lesson, which it looks like he's going to. Okay? Some people never learn a lesson, though. You never know. You never know.
Okay. Next up is good old faithful Monique.
Monique? Oh, okay.
Oh, faithful. Oh, 45. Another match.
Ooh.
Okay. She says, why is my ex-partner sending me negative energies full of hate, loath, and misery? Ugh.
Bam. Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. Because misery loves company. I don't need tarot cards to tell you that. 2, 3, and 4. Nine of Swords in the reverse. 8 of Swords reversed. Because you are shifting vibrations with the 4 of Wands in the heart of the spread. You are vibrating to the next frequency. And it doesn't matter if it's your ex-partner. It doesn't matter what it is. Anything, like if you vibrate here, okay? Anything that vibrates on the same spectrum as you, once you begin to raise frequency, by default, you will separate from people, places, and things that do not vibrate with the new frequency that you're going to. And they will. This game, this matrix is programmed to do this. That's why it's such a challenge. That's part of this game. To pull you back down in frequency. That's the challenge. That's the trick. Okay? You are not required to respond to it. And I know that's easier said than done, but that doesn't make it impossible. You are not required to change frequency. Or I'm sorry, you are not required to stay in the old frequency, because that's what it is. This person does not want you to move to the next frequency, the next vibrational spectrum. That's what you're doing. So as difficult as this is, I know, I've been there. You have to ignore it and keep vibrating. Higher and higher and higher. Let's get 6 shuffles. 1, 2, 3. 3 more. Shang-a-lang-a-bing bang, the death card. All right, so again, I don't know any other way. This is just basically clarifying what I already told you. 2 of Cups reversed, because it's over between the 2 of you. And this person basically feels like they feel like they lost the battle with that 9 of Wands energy right there, and they're trying to take one last shot to win the battle. From a human perspective, from a spiritual perspective, it is a challenge to try to pull you back down in frequency to the old vibrational spectrum that you were on, which you are vibrating out of. The only way to leave that frequency, that spectrum behind, is to ignore it and choke off its energy source. If you respond to it, you're still on that frequency. If you react to it, you are still on that frequency, and they win. You have to choke off its energy source. It's the only way to do it. It's not easy, but it works. It takes a lot of self-stamina and self-control, okay?
Are we on to the next?
Yep.
Are you all right?
49-28. Yeah, I'm good. How many we got left? 3?
2.
2? Oh.
You want to cut it off?
No.
No.
We only got 2 left. I'm not gonna cut it off for that.
No, I mean like no more after this.
Oh yeah. Yeah, these are the last 2.
Let me see. Let me make sure no other ones have came in. So, hold on. I put them in bed.
What are the kiddos doing? Being stupid?
Now they're just down there playing, and I told them to get in bed. But of course, I don't want to listen. So.
Of course not.
So yeah, we have 2 more left. It's Mary and Tim. I want to make sure I'm allowed to say the name. Yeah, Tammy and Mary. Yeah. Wait. Yeah, and then after that, we're done.
So much for a surprise late night Walgreens trip, huh? Or you still want to go do that?
I don't know.
Something you want to do by yourself?
No, I don't know. We'll talk about it after this.
Okay.
Okay, so let's do next is Mary. Mama Mary. Or wait, oh no, we skipped one. We didn't do, did we do Shannon?
Is that the one we just did?
I don't know. I left and then I got all mixed up.
Did we just do Shannon or?
I think we just did Monique, no?
Oh.
Did we do, who did we do last? I'm confused.
I don't know. I don't remember.
No, I don't think we haven't. No, we haven't done Shannon.
Oh,
okay, so we have 3 left. Shannon,
Three
Mary, and
left.
Tammy. Okay, I timestamped Shannon's, but we did not start it at that time. Okay. So, ooh, 51:15 for Shannon. It says, what does this Aqua want from me? Just told him I'm tired of this pull and push thing. I'm Leo. I'm over it. I want the real deal or nothing at all.
Okay.
I feel you.
What is it with all of you Leos hooking up with Aquariuses, man?
Fire and
I
air.
don't get it.
But it's the opposites.
Yeah, but it's opposites though. I mean,
Opposites attract.
I've never seen it successful. I personally never have.
You know, you can't say never because there's always going to be that one.
No, I'm not saying it never has. I'm saying I've never seen it. I've never witnessed a relationship with 2 opposites. A relationship. Now, friendship, oh yeah, hell yeah, man. Like, I'm an Aquarius, and Leos, I think, are some of the coolest people on the planet, but I could never imagine dating one. Ever, dude. And it's just because it's, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. 1, 2.
I don't know. I cannot relate. I do not know.
Boom, boom. King of Cups in the reverse. All right, with the Emperor energy here, you all, again, this is a reason why opposites don't work, especially in the fixed spectrum. Okay, I don't care if it's Taurus and Scorpio, Leo and Aquarius, or what's the other ones? Taurus, Scorpio, Leo, and Aquarius. I guess that's the 4. Taurus, Scorpio, Leo, and Aquarius.
She said 50 years married.
Huh? Okay, well, anyway, what I'm seeing here is that I think that you all are mirroring each other in, stubbornness. Too fixed. Fixed and fixed. Don't work. Not successfully. And again,
her parents, sorry.
And I guess that just depends on how you define success. To me, again, I guess everybody defines success differently, but that's what I'm seeing here. And this person, whoever this is very emotionally immature. Okay? So, yeah, they don't really like to open up and express emotions, which is a very common Aquarius trait. But again, just because that is a challenge doesn't make it impossible. If this person really, really, really wanted to express their emotions, I don't give a damn what their sign is, they would do it, okay? So,
yeah, that's true. I got lucky with you. You express everything to me.
Yeah.
You don't hold back.
Yeah.
For being an Aquarius.
Right.
I hear it all. Like that meme you posted.
Which one?
About how, like, you open up, you don't, like, really talk to anybody, but, like, with
Oh,
me,
yeah,
you're
yeah,
like,
Yeah.
chatterbox.
Page of Cups in the reverse. Again, you're dealing with somebody who is just too immature emotionally for what it is that you want. Let's get 5 shuffles. 1, 2, 3. 2 more. I think this person wants something. They want their version of a successful relationship, their version of commitment, but they just they're not really willing to put forth the actual work that it takes, okay? So I think that it's probably a good thing that you did go ahead and tell them you were tired of it, because this person's probably going to cut and run on you anyway. Somebody's going to abandon this one way or the other. Either you do it now or it'll be done to you within 6 months. 5 of Pentacles, okay? So yeah, again, what's this person want? They want a relationship. I don't see that this person is inherently a bad person. It's just that when it all comes down to it, this is one negative Aquarius quality, is that all the ideas just float around up here in the astral realm and they don't really do a whole lot to actually put their boots on the ground and do something about it and say, okay, well, here's my idea. I'm going to show you my idea. Most Aquarians just talk about their idea. That's an air sign thing, okay? But again, just because it's a challenge doesn't mean that they are a victim to it. If they really, really, really wanted it bad enough, you wouldn't have to question, okay? So I would honestly just say deuces while you have the chance is what I would do, okay? Yup.
Up next is Mama Mary.
Mama Mary.
Mama Mary got her name from when his face blew up like a balloon, and we called Mary. We're like, Mary, what do we do? Remember?
Yeah.
Mom's like, she's Mama Mary now because she's trying to take care of us.
Forgot all about that.
I remember.
I never would have remembered that if you hadn't brought that up.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, it says, it's Mary Lee. My first granddaughter's mom, Chloe, hates me and won't let me visit or talk to Piper now that she is keeping her at her house since this freaking virus crap, and she isn't allowed to come to my house. I'm only allowed to see her when she is at my son's. This is terrible because my other grandbaby is allowed to be with me. When Piper realizes this, it's going to break her heart that her cupcake mother is doing this. Is there anything I can do to change the dynamic with Piper's mom, Chloe? I'll do anything.
Bam! 7 of Pentacles reversed. 7 shuffles. 1, 2, 3. 4, 5. 2 more. Blam! The High Priestess, the Strength card. 4 of Wands, 9 of Cups, 2 of Wands, 7 of Swords, 8 of Cups in the reverse, 6 of Swords, Page of Cups in the reverse. I don't know. I'm not really sure. I mean, to be 100% honest with you, it looks like no, not really. You can't do anything to change a person. Okay, I feel like the person you're dealing with, 7 of Swords in the heart of the spread. You know damn good and well that this person is dishonest, somebody that you can't trust, somebody that does not have anybody's best interest in mind. All they care about is themselves and what they can get out of any given situation and their own. And you intuitively know this. And you can't change that. Because this type of person right here, no matter what you do, the more logic you throw into a situation, this type of person, they're not going to say, oh man, I'm sorry. No, they're going to keep fighting. They are going to keep pushing and pushing and pushing. And no matter how stupid it makes them look, they're going to keep, basically keep at it until you give up. Like, no matter how dumb it makes them look, they're not going to swallow their pride and risk their identity. Especially over some logic. No, not that kind of person.
What's her sign, Mary? Let's guess.
Oh, I don't know. I'm hot. Is it just me or is it hot?
Babe, it's because I'm next to you, duh.
Well, you are a hottie.
That's because I got ready today. I'm like, babe, you can trust me to get ready every Wednesday and Sunday from now on.
3 of Swords. 3 shuffles.
Mary.
1.
She said her sign is bitch face.
2. And 3. All right. I'll remember to add that into the all sign videos. We got any bitch faces in the chat here? Oh, we got about 900 of them. I'm just playing.
Hey, I have a resting bitch face, and I don't mean to.
Yeah. All right. So no, what I'm seeing here, that strength card came up again. You should bite your tongue. I know you don't want to hear that. None of us want to bite our tongues. I have a hard enough time. I have holes and bloody tongue from trying to bite mine as hard as I can. And I suck at it, okay? I'm learning too, to bite my tongue and not say things. But this is a battle you don't want to fight. Okay, it's a battle you don't want to fight. The best thing that you can do is remember, this is what I had to keep telling myself the whole 3 years that I went without being able to see or talk to my kids. If it's out of my control, it's part of the plan. If it's out of my control, it's part of the plan. If it's out of my control, it's part of the plan. And I just said that to myself over and over and over and over and over until I forced myself to believe it. And guess what manifested? It was part of the plan. And it worked out beautifully. That's the only thing that you can do right now. Is give it over to the universe and say, hey, I have no control over it. So obviously the universe has a better idea than I can come up with. So it's part of the plan. And that will manifest if you choose to believe that with every ounce of your heart and soul. Okay? Hope that helps you. Anywho.
Hopefully this thing will pass soon, and then you won't even have to worry about it, and they're little babies still, so then it's not like they're gonna, if they can take is it your granddaughter?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
If she takes offense to it, they're little kids, they're not gonna remember in an hour, so
Yeah.
nothing to really stress over, so. Last person of the night.
Last one.
Is Tammy, and it says, was that a bug? Oh, I thought you were pointing a bug. I'm like scared of bugs with all those gnats in the house.
Just seeing how many we've done.
We have all these gnats because of his cactus.
Oh, first it was the bananas that I like to
The
buy.
banana.
Then now it's the cactuses.
Okay. Tammy, sorry for the tears. It said, am I on the right path? What do the cards say for me? What is coming my way?
You are always on the right path. Your higher self is not a dumbass. Okay? So there is no such thing as right path, wrong path. Your higher self is incredibly wise beyond anything that you could ever begin to imagine. Okay? However, from a human perspective, we ask ourselves, okay, when I say am I on the right path, what I am hoping for is am I on a path that is going to yield what I perceive to be positive results? And the wrong path means am I headed down a path that is going to yield what I perceive to be negative results? That's typically what we mean when we say am I on the right path, but there is no wrong path. Oh, no, there is not. Oh, no, there is not. I don't care about anybody else's path, and don't let anybody else try to tell you about your path. There is no wrong path. And as long as you choose to allow yourself to believe that with every ounce of the fiber of the being that is you, then there will be no wrong path. Okay? Boom, the Justice card. Let's get 7 shuffles. 1, 2, 3. 4, 5, and 2 more. Queen of Cups in the reverse overall. Ace of Cups in the reverse. 2 Two of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. Man, I don't really see a whole lot of stuff headed your way. What's happening right now is that you are being coaxed off into a, basically a direction in which you have no sense of foresight, which aren't we all? And you're having a very difficult time making that transition. And I got news for you right now. I talk a lot about this in my public general readings, but following your intuition sounds cute and fluffy, but it can be very scary. Following your intuition requires ignoring your fear. You don't let your fear make decisions for you. You let your intuition make decisions for you. And yes, your ego will get scared, and that's what you're going through right now. Your intuition, your higher self, is pushing you down this path, but since the path is so dark, you're like, you know, kind of like digging your heels in the dirt, like, no, I can't see ahead of me. And the universe is like, come on, let's go. And that's what you're having a hard time with. But you will eventually finally say, okay, all right, Fool card. I do see you leaping forward down the path eventually once you get used to what's going on right now, because there is no choice at this point. We're at the nexus point right now. Okay, whatever path we're on, none of us have a fucking clue exactly what's going to happen, okay? And I'm at peace with it. There's a lot of people that aren't, though. There's a lot of people that aren't, okay? But yeah, I don't really see anything headed your way right now because you're having a difficult time making the transition. This is going to require you taking some faith-based action. One more spread. The Devil in the reverse. All right, yeah, I'll see. 5 shuffles. 1, 2, 3. 2 more.
They're gonna break that thing.
Knight of Cups reversed. Yeah, I don't see anything headed your way right now. And it's good. That's good. Because right now, here's what's happening. Universe will do you this favor a lot of times, and you have the ability to fight against it if you want to, but it's not recommended. Right now, the universe is keeping anything from coming your way because you are not vibrating at a good frequency. Right now, the frequency that you are vibrating at, while it's getting better, oh yeah, with the Devil in the reverse, it's getting better. You are vibrating higher than you were before. Devil reversed energy is I describe it like this. I quit smoking a month ago, but I still have cravings. See what I'm saying? So you are vibrating higher than you once were, but you are still within one particular bandwidth. Like here's one frequency bandwidth. You're still vibrating within it, okay? So while you're still within it, if anything does come your way, it's going to be on that frequency, okay? And anything that comes in new, it's very, very easy for it to put hooks in you and attach to you, and you can attach to it and stay within that frequency. So right now, the universe is keeping anything new from coming your way while you vibrate up out of that. And the universe is doing you a favor by doing that, okay? I would recommend that you don't fight that process. You can make anything happen that you want to. But if I was you, I would roll with it and just allow. Allow. Don't try to force anything to happen, and don't fight against anything that obviously is trying to make itself happen, you know? Just kick back, only do what you can. Don't try to kick down any closed doors. Don't try to force any doors open that want to close. Just allow and roll with it. Go with the flow right now, okay? It's the best thing you can do. So, I hope that helped you there. I hope that helped you. And we are done. Done. So, yeah, greatly appreciate everybody that tuned in and played along.
Yeah, thank you for participating, you guys.
Yes, thank you very much. We will be live again on, today's Wednesday, right?
Yes.
Sunday. On Sunday. So,
maybe we'll do a chat later.
Yes, maybe.
I've been meaning to do a chat, so maybe shortly after this we'll come on and chat if you guys want to.
I'll tell you what,
Participate in
it is a work of art being self-employed, school teachers, parents, and being self-employed wouldn't be so bad if my job didn't consist of doing videos.
And having to be quiet.
Having to, yes, keeping the kids quiet. My God.
Yeah, we'll talk about that if you guys want to join us.
Anyway, though, we're going to go ahead and get out of here. We'll probably come back on later and give a little chit-chat.
Yeah.
But until then, we'll see y'all sometime between now and the rest of all eternity, okay? Have a good one.
Bye, you guys.